Hi everyone, this is Chris Stewart here with training footage from April 15th, 2014. Today in training I did some pull combinations where first pull I'm pulling from the floor, second pull is just me pulling from the hips, and then the last thing I'm doing on this combination is a hang snatch. So you'll see me sort of my bar speed seems to be varying a decent amount on these pull combinations. You see that hang snatch there was really ugly. I caught it way out in front of me, and that didn't allow me to dip underneath the bar as fast as I usually like to. I've also been watching my foot placement on these hang snatches, and it seems to be fairly consistent of me jumping backward just a tad. I don't think it's anything to be concerned about, but there's no forward movement on these, which is good. I don't know if people that have the tendency of jumping forward on cleans have the same tendency with snatches or not, or if this is something that's just unique to me where I do not have that tendency at all. Hopefully what that means is I'm bringing the bar farther into my hips when I'm snatching. So I did 6 sets of 95 pounds for this pull combination with the hang snatch at the end, and then I work all the way up to a set of 135. The set of 135 felt really good actually. I failed a couple times at 125, but it was just a form issue really. If you notice on these hang snatches, it seems like from this camera angle anyway that my left shoulder is falling farther back than my right shoulder. Or if you watch the bar up above my head, it seems like that the left end of the barbell, the left cap, is farther back than the right cap. So I think this means that I'm not flicking my right wrist far enough back on these snatches, and it could also mean that I am not keeping my right arm fully extended. I have a tendency of when I'm doing these snatches, especially with pulls, is I'll start tensing up my arms to try and mitigate some of the stress that's put on them. But I really need to try and keep them loose and let my hips do generate all the speed that they possibly can to throw the weight over my head. You see me fail that third one was supposed to be a hang snatch there, and I failed to get under it. I just didn't have the mental composure that I needed to do it, so I came back and tried it on the fourth attempt, and I got it okay. I got it pretty cleanly, I think. And then I come back, go up another 10 pounds here, and actually I'm pretty sure I missed this one. Yeah, it's way out in front of me again, so obviously I'm having the catching out in front issue with these as well as my cleans. So I come back on 125 here, and again I kind of mentally reset and gained my composure, focused on keeping my arms looser, and I ended up throwing that over my head pretty well, and it looked like a pretty clean attempt to me. And so this is my 135 attempt. I tried to really suck it into my hips on that first pull. Then I want to really make sure I'm sitting back on my heels for these, along with keeping my arms loose, and I end up really sticking this attempt, which I was happy about. So that was an encouraging way to end the workout for these pull combinations. So for my next exercise, what I did was I hit some snatch pulls where I ended up descending with a back into the snatch position. I was doing these for sets of 3, and I'm not sure if these were the greatest or whatever, but I was really focusing on keeping the weight on my heels, making sure until when I'm ascending on the movement, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to start with the weight of your body on the middle of your feet at the very bottom of the lift. Then as you do your first pull, the weight is supposed to transfer to the heels of your heels. So I really focus on doing that transfer correctly, and I wanted to end up with as much weight on my heels as possible as I get to about this position, and that's when I want to explode up. So that was the main focus of those snatch pulls. And at the end of the workout, I just did some front squats. It was they were pretty simple front squats. They were just triples for 185 by 3, nothing special. I just want to make sure my leg strength doesn't deteriorate, I guess. I don't really care about increasing. I just want to make sure I'm maintaining flexibility in the front squat position and I'm not losing strength. If you can't tell by these videos, my main concern right now is entirely form-based. Strength for me shouldn't be an issue. I've trained enough, I've done enough strength training over the years to not be near plateauing on that axis anytime soon. So I wanted to talk about the shoulder issue I thought I was having before, and I ended up ordering those resistance bands and doing different kinds of exercises for my scapula and those dislocation exercises that I've talked about before, where it's just flicking the band over my head down to basically my butt and then back up over my head again to my about chest level. So I do those about 10 times, and it really feels like it's strengthening whatever. I don't know if it's my rotator cuffs that it would be strengthening, but whatever it is, it's really helping the soreness I was experiencing, or the pain I was experiencing before with catching snatches and doing jerks. So I'm going to start trying and get back into jerks, training them very seriously here, because that's probably the one spot I'm lagging the most. But sorry for the length on this video, guys. It's a little long, but thanks for watching.